you made that agreement, and let's go ahead and do this. I'm not saying that you would go back in June and July and try to take some money back, but, I mean, that would be kind of, I just think we need to look at this a little bit more closely. I would love to digest it a little more.
Mr. Mayor, to me, let me just say, if it's the will of the board, I would like to table it to next month. And hopefully we can get some discussion meetings in, committee meetings, or whatever the case might be. And we still got time. We still got time. Because once we vote on this, it's in. And we're going to live with it.
Is there any more discussion?
Okay, I'll make a motion to table it till the December meeting.
I'll second.
It's been moved and second.
Vote on the motion.
Sir?
So vote on the motion.
Motion to amend.
Okay.
Table.
Just that deal.
To table.
Okay, we vote on the motion to table. Those in favor, use voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, use same sign. Is there any other business before the council?
I got one concern, Mr. Mayor, to the council. Been getting calls, and I brought this up in the past about the pedestrian crosswalk there on Cash Road out there in Lincoln Center. The light, to find out, that is city street. The constituents are asking that, a more visible, noticeable light at night, be out there, when they get ready to cross there. I mean, it's dangerous. People have concerns. They've almost hit some people. Our young people like to wear these dark clothes at night. Can't help it, but if we can help ourselves and put some more light in, some flashing lights, illumination, something, we need more than what we got out there. I'm asking for the city help on that. Please.
Mr. S, do you have the drawing of the engineer's proposal over here, that intersection you'd like to get at?
We'll look at that.
A grant has already been, it's already been awarded, yeah?
Approved for a grant?
Yeah, we're going to approve for a grant to put a light in Lincoln Center. Thanks,
Mr. Mayor, I have one item. For some reason, I've been getting a lot of calls about you remember about a couple of years ago, there was a project I had with the school bus sheds for the kids. Several people called me and they asked me about it because at that time I had the funding for that. And after we didn't use the funding and everything, we were denied. It had nothing to do with this board. I had to go through the housing authority. And they denied us putting those up, which that's HUD property, that's not city property. And so everybody was asking me, where did it go? And I said, well, we was denied. So there's a lot of interest in it now. I've got several calls. I'm supposed to meet with some people, but we got to come back up with the funding. Excuse me a minute, I have at least 3 sources that they would sponsor one. Me and my brothers was going to sponsor one. I had a couple of businesses was going to sponsor, so we have 3. But you remember the original source of funding I had would do 5. A lot of interest in it, but I just said sometime it's the messenger, so maybe somebody else can pick it up.
Can I ask a question, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Alderman, I mean, these sheds,
Yes.
do they have to be, at the housing projects? I mean, can't they be?
It's best to have them there because don't you going on private property?
Well, I mean, if you got with the property owner.
Yes, I got some property. I said I would give one in that area, but that's only about, that's up by the riverside area. That's on one side. We got so many kids out there at these bus stops, and I just noticed the other day they're standing in the rain.
Smith Corner has a lot of young people over there too, so maybe some of our citizens. No, it's a lot of kids over there at by him too.
I'm willing to go any route.
Private citizens, and also the Camden Brotherhood has donated $300. I was trying to work with the Housing Authority also, and couldn't get any passage in to be able to do it on their property or in front of them. And so when we were unable to, they've already allocated some monies, and some more pastors are working together to, some more faith groups are working together, and they are willing to donate money. We just have to find some people to give up some.
The reason we went with the housing areas, that's where the bulk of our children are at. And you know, I was really disappointed because we had it covered, had the funding for it, didn't cost anybody anything.
How much, I'm sorry.
Just because I guess I wasn't around when this was discussed a few years ago. To make sure I understand, you're trying to get covered bus stops for you know, the school children when they go to school.
Right.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I understand.
And Mr. Bill, I just noticed when I travel around the country, they got bus stops for the kids. Stand there in the rain. A lot of parents go to work early. They lock the house. They got to stand at the bus stop, and they standing there and they getting drenched.
How much was these sheds, Mark?
At that was several years ago. I got an estimate, and because of I was buying 5 concrete and everything, I got a reduced price. The more of them you buy and build, the cheaper they're going to be.
Back then, how much was it?
Oh, it was about, I think we tallied out about $915 just to pour the slab. They was 20 by 12. Got with the state, got with the schools, school board, got them all safety, what they required and everything. As a matter of fact, I turned all of the information over to your mayor. And I mean, I'm willing to kick in and help out, but somebody's got to lead.
But it's still working here.
Oh, it worked.
I see why you focusing on the housing project, but you know, just say in my neighborhood.
But it wasn't a stop. That was the original. That was going to be our first target. Then we would branch out into the neighborhoods.
I would sponsor one, and I would get some land.
If we can find some more people who would do that, that would be very helpful. Well, but we want to make sure that there are some other considerations, like where they are in relationship to maybe
the number of kids in that area.
Offenders, the children in the area, and other things like that. You may want to. We need to be mindful of where we put them.
Now I have that list because we couldn't bring the walls all the way down because they didn't want anybody to hide in there. Couldn't have any edges on it for somebody might be playing and get cut on the edges. We had everything down pat.
So if a person had a 20 by 12 area of property and they were willing to do that, how long do you think it'd take us to come up with a plan on? Because I mean, like I said, we already have $300, and you already have 3 built. Will you?
No, I didn't say 3 built. I said I was going to do one. Me and I got brothers. We was going to go together and do one. And I had a couple of businesses I had talked to, and they said, "Yeah, Mr. Moore, I'll do one." Sound like a good idea.
So that's 3 of them that will be built. That's 3 that can be done. Right. So when I call them built, I'm just saying that those are 3 that are already ready. We have $300 more and almost $1,000 from some faith leaders, I think. So
if you round them off now, they're probably going to run you about $1,000, maybe $1,200, because you know business and times go up. Yes. I was using a local business here. And that was the reason we was getting such a good discount. We was using somebody local, and we was going to do 5 initially.
Yes. All right. Is there more business before the council tonight?
If not, I move that we adjourn our meeting.
Second.